It's that time again. We are starting a brand new career mode where if we die, we die. This time though, death might come sooner than you think because there are enemies around the world in Stormworks that want to destroy us. We've installed an add-on called Bungeling Raiders and, well, it spawns in submarines, helicopters, and big ships, and I guess little ships that want to destroy me. My goal is to build some war machines that can either drive around, fly around, sail around, that can destroy these enemies, and we can make some money. My first goal that I really want to reach is $1 million. We'll see how that goes. Also, along the way, we are going to have to do normal missions where we rescue people, so, yeah, we got to build some, like, armored rescue tugs, sort of. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so we're down here again in the build area. This time we have to worry about arming our ships, but we actually only have $20,000 to do so. I don't know how that's gonna go, but it is gonna have to do. So let's go ahead and start building something that is armed, that moves, and is able to actually rescue someone. Let's do it. So what we ended up building last time, and what we ended up building a lot of the times, is a catamaran. That is not what we're going to be doing today though. We're going to go ahead and just build a normal boat. At least kind of anyway. I hope so. So we're going to go ahead and shove this guy in here first. We're then going to move it into one of these. We're then going to move it into a few of these guys, and that should be good. Especially if we end it with one of those. There we go. If I go ahead and shove one of these guys on top of there, that looks pretty awesome. Right, so let's go ahead and just bring this backwards like so. We'll actually bring it all the way backwards to the rear, sort of like this. Although actually, let's go ahead and delete like 3 of these so that we can have anchor points on the front and the back. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a rope anchor. If I spelt it right, that would be great. There we go, rope anchor. We're going to go ahead and shove that right there, and we're going to shove another one on the back. There we go. That's just for now so that I remember to do it later. Another thing that we're going to do is actually this. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and build this up by like 2 or possibly 3, and then I'll bring it backwards like so. There we go. And all I need to do is bring it up to there. So let's do like 2 of these. There we go. And then this. All right. I think that's actually fine. Yeah. Alright, so now we need to obviously build it out. So if I grab one of these and I just do this, there we go. We go ahead and grab a 1x2, we do this, and then we grab a 1x1, we do that, we do this, and we do this. We should be able to fit, possibly, one of these guys on here. There we go. Alright, very nice. We're then going to do this guy, and we're going to send it backwards like so. 1, 2, 3, and then we need these guys. Here we go, 4, and then we need this guy. Just like so. Alright, that's pretty good. From there, we're going to go ahead and grab this. We're going to zoom it up to there. We're going to do another one. And we're going to do another one. And that seems pretty good to me. Fill all that out. That looks pretty good. We'll go ahead and fill this in. Awesome. And then we just build it backwards from there. Alright, here we go. Zoom it backwards to there. That's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... nope. There we go. Alright, very good so far. I think from there, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Alright, bring it out to the side. From there, we just go ahead and grab this guy and we zoom it upwards. I think. I don't really know. And then we figure it out from there. So zoom these guys across. There we go. Zoom that across there. We're obviously going to build this in. So this somehow needs to be built in too. Don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, but we'll figure it out. Oh, maybe we can do this. Alright, so shove this guy on here. Whoa. Like this, there we go, somewhat. Alright, very nice. And then if we just do these guys from here, I can build it up. There we go, and we can have it just like that. Alright, cool. Shove this guy in here, 1 and 2. Go ahead and shove this guy on the last bit, there we go. And build that across there. And then we need to somehow connect this to here to there. Alright, so I think if I just do this guy. Hold on, there we go, one of those. I can do this guy, obviously. There we go. And then I can do these guys. Hold on, where is it? There it is. So that goes up there like so. That goes there. This guy goes on here. And we are good, I think. Maybe. We're gonna think maybe. Alright, yeah, we actually are. Awesome. I'll build it up one more time so it actually fits with the rest of it, but that's a pretty cool hull. All good, there we go. So, seal all that off, and we have ourselves a ship hull, or at least a little boat hull anyway. What I'm going to do from there is delete all the unnecessary bits, and same from here, yes. From there, we're going to go ahead and make it float a little bit better by doing this. There we go. And actually, I'm going to do this throughout the entire vehicle, or a lot of the vehicle anyway. It just makes it more buoyant. So, delete that, delete this, all of this up to there. And that's all good. Yep, just keep it going, and we'll be fine. Awesome. I'm going to do a very similar thing here as well, obviously. There we go. The lighter it is, the better it is for us. Delete that, we don't need it. And all of this. Hey! Very good. Very good indeed. Alright, zoom that across here to there. Do this again from here to there. This guy, and this guy. And that's awesome. I can do the sides as well, I suppose, but I don't know if I will. You know, I think to add a little bit of extra detail to this, what I'm going to do is have it step down from around here, which means I'm going to delete all of this bit at the back. I'm going to delete this guy and these guys, and essentially it's going to end here instead. Yeah, I think a step down generally makes things look a little bit nicer. It just adds a little bit of extra detail that otherwise you wouldn't really have. And yes, I know it's a war playthrough. Why am I so worried about what it looks like? Well, it's because, realistically, I could just build a box and go to war with it. I don't want to do that. So, there we go. Alright, yeah, that is going to be our new level of floor. So, if I actually flip this upside down, we can start adding these guys from there to here. And that will look beautiful. Oh yeah, that is actually awesome. Very good. I know it looks a little bit strange right now, but I promise it'll be fine. Alright, I'm also going to go ahead and paint the bottom of the boat so that we have nice colors. Let's go with the red that we always go with, pretty much. And we're just going to chuck it actually down here on this line. That is going to be our water line as well. I'm not going to have a difference between the water line and the rest of the boat in terms of sometimes I make this gray, but I think I'm just gonna have it red and it'll merge in with the rest of it. Also, I am gonna try and make this hull look really cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint a bunch of random dots on this, and hopefully that will look pretty good. I've not really done it very well before, but hopefully today we will do it pretty good. Alright, some painting later, and this is what we have. So it's like rusty, sort of dotted, I don't know, it looks alright, I suppose. I painted the outside grey, and the top green, and the back brown. There you go. Realistically, I do want to, like, increase the height of the front of this and build, like, a bit of a wall. But at the same time, I want that to be very low because, well, if I put a gun on the front, well, I need to be able to shoot over the wall. So I'm not sure what to do just here. But for now, we're going to go ahead and add a bit of a bridge into this section. We're going to add a funnel back here somewhere. We're going to add some, like, railings or something back here. And hopefully that's all good. Alright, so, first things first. This is where the funnel is going to go. So let's go ahead and just do that. There we go. Those guys are going to go in there like this. And actually, I'm just going to box it off like that. That's sort of fine. Yeah. I'm going to raise this up quite a bit. There we go. Going to raise this up a little bit too, and this bit too, obviously. Obviously, it's going to have to go way higher than that anyway, but that's not the point right now. Doors? I guess I could add a door right here. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to chuck this guy on there like this. And I'm going to chuck this guy into here like that. And that looks alright for now. Okay, so it does look a little bit out of proportion, but that is what it is. It doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is add some windows now. We're just going to go ahead and shove a 3x3 window in first. And I'm going to shove that right there. I think that's the right height. I'm pretty sure that's the right height. We're then going to go ahead and chuck in one of these guys, obviously going back over, just like this. And then we got to try and figure out the rest of it. I don't know how to fit the rest of it in. Maybe we do actually just shove that on there like that. There we go. And this right here like that. Okay, cool. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and... I don't really know actually. From here, maybe we just go like this. There we go. We can then maybe get away with one of these across there. And we can just do this. Alright, yes. That does kind of work, but maybe we actually just do it to there. Alright, good. Fill all this in from here back over, and maybe delete this guy. And I guess we could actually just chuck one of these right there. Okay, I feel like that works for now. Alright, little funnel stack right here on the back. We're going to go ahead and fill that in. We're going to get some fluid ports, and I'm going to chuck those in here as well. There we go. We're then going to go ahead and paint those like this, and that's all good. I guess around the edges, I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and that looks alright too. I do feel like this is kind of too big for this boat, but it is what it is. Maybe we can figure out something else. I don't really know. Also, at the front, I do think maybe we could extend this upwards a little bit. And that would be pretty good too. So let's go 1, 2. And then we'll do these guys going back over. Like this. There we go. And there we go. And then we'll do this one as well. So 1 and... hold on. 2. Okay. Right. From there, we're going to go backwards a little bit. And then we're going to have it drop down from around here. Okay. Feels pretty weird, but it might work out fine. Alright, finally, chuck this guy on, and fill that in. Okay. Alright, she's starting to look like a normal boat now, sort of. Okay, round the back end, we're just going to go ahead and do this. I am going to go ahead and build this up a little bit, just like that. And we're going to do that a few times. There we go, and there we go. On the very rear, I think I'm actually just going to do... either this or this. I don't really know which one looks better. We'll go with this one for now. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint across there like that. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and paint a solid line across here as well, like this. That looks alright. We'll do this one and this one. And I feel like that looks fine. Yeah, kind of anyway. I do need to keep in mind the fact that, well, we only have 15,000 left. So now we need to shove an engine in here. We need, obviously, the propellers coming out the bottom. We need a rudder on here as well. Possibly some weights. We need all the fuel tanks. And maybe a gun. We might not need the gun just yet, though. Alright, so, propeller. Let's go ahead and get one of those. Because we are going to obviously need one. Large propeller. It's going to have to go this level, which is interesting. So let's go ahead and bring it out here, and we will actually have 2 of them. Although, how expensive are they? Apparently, they're 250 each. I think that'll be fine. So, pipe is the first thing we're going to go for. Let's go with this. I'll actually do it in this color because we can. So, let's do this out of here. Alright, and we'll bring it backwards to like there. Then we're going to go ahead and get the propeller, and we're going to chuck it on that. So large propeller, chuck it on here like this. Oh, they don't fit next to each other. Ah, okay, right, we have to move it over then. Just move it over. Delete these guys. Grab this, send it. There we go. Delete those 2, and do this. There we go. And then this one. There we go. Yeah, so if we send this backwards a little bit more again, to like here. There we go. Grab the propeller, make it gold, put it right there. Okay, that looks alright so far. We're then going to go ahead and chuck this guy in here like this, which goes in backwards. There we go. And then we obviously need a rudder that is going to go behind that. So, chuck this guy on here. There we go. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy in here, that guy on, actually, just one. Go to rudders, and just chuck it in. Here we go. So, one there, and one here, and I think that'll be fine. It looks okay. Okay, so I think I'm just going to shove an engine in here and just go for it. So if I type in engine, it would be weird, but kind of fun to do a 3x3. So let's just do it. We're going to have a 6-cylinder 3x3 engine. Is that way too much for this boat? Yes, it is. Is it also super expensive? I think we can get away with it. I think we can. So there we go. 6 cylinders. Beautiful. Now all I need to do is attach this cylinder bank to this cylinder bank, and that would then mean they all act as one engine. Okay, so let's do that next. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to chuck it on here and chuck it across, and that should be fine. Here we go, straight manifold. 1, 2, 3, excellent. Now we just need the air, the fuel, the exhaust, and the coolant, and then this thing is almost ready to go. Okay, looks like a bit of a mess, but there it is. So we got 2 large fuel tanks, we got a medium fuel tank. Then we've got, obviously, both sides of the engine. If we go backwards from there, we get our exhaust coming out here on both sides, going up and out of the funnel. We've then got the air supply coming in through the funnel so that it never gets swamped. What else do we have going on here? The coolant is pumped out through the ocean and in through the ocean, etc., which is very nice. And then we have to obviously connect the engine to the sea. The engine to the sea. So let's go ahead and actually get ourselves a gearbox to begin with. We're going to do this. There we go. I'm then going to actually shove on another one of those. We're then going to go to pipes. I'm going to shove this guy on here like so. I actually want it in this color though. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I am going to bring it sideways, 1, 2. I'm going to bring it upwards once, and we're going to attach all of this together like so. Alright, there we go. So now, my engine is connected to the propellers on the back. So technically, this thing should be able to sail, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a helm and shove that in the inside, and then I guess I might actually just start testing this thing out. I am going to move this backwards by 1, which means we can shove the dials actually in front of us right here. And when I said 1, I actually did it by 2. So let's move that forwards again to there and get this sorted. So we're going to go with speed right here, and we're going to go up to, I mean, it's a bit ambitious, but 55 as our maximum. We're going to have our fuel on this side and our battery on this side. There we go. So we'll connect all of those up, and then, I don't know, I guess we'll test it. Okay, bunch of lights have been added. We are actually going to add some more, though, so let's go ahead and shove this one in here. In fact, so let's do that on both sides. So that guy's going to go there. We're going to move this backwards, and we're actually going to chuck one in here. That makes sense. And then at the back, we're actually going to chuck one there, and possibly one here. There we go. So one there, and one here. That looks pretty good. If we then go ahead and paint the floors all correctly, that would be awesome too. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and paint the actual lights themselves. They're all going to be really dark, and the main reason for that is because, well, if they're too light in the fog, we won't be able to see anything. So yeah, let's go ahead and put some buttons in here to allow us to turn on all the lights, and then we'll actually go for a quick sail. Hopefully there's no enemies nearby, and we'll see what happens. Alright, I mean, it looks pretty weird right now, but that's fine. I haven't added any sort of ballast or anything like that, so let's just get in, drive around, and see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so if this boat starts, I guess you have to comment down below, it started! How about that? I don't know, it's dumb. Anyway, let's start the key, and hopefully it does actually run. It is running! Alright, let's move for- oh my- okay, she's a flyer. Alright, we have way too much power. Like, way too much power, but she's working, which is good. This is a very good sign. I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to tune down the RPS to be like 5, and then it'll actually be really good. Yeah, this is awesome. Alright, let's go back and sort that out, which is actually very easy to do. We just click on here, we set this to something like, I'm gonna go with 7, and I think that will be good enough. Yes. I don't know what our first mission is. I had to restart the game, but we don't actually have a first mission. And there are enemy vessels nearby, so maybe I do actually need to equip myself with some weapons. Okay, so whilst we wait for that a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and attach a bunch of things to our ship. For example, ropes. We're gonna go ahead and chuck some ropes in here. These guys are gonna go here, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that. Actually, let's do it one higher. We'll put a fire extinguisher directly above that, just like this, and that's all good. Yeah. The next thing we need to do is add a welder, but I am going to add a fire extinguisher inside before we do that. This back space right here is going to be blocked off too, because realistically, it doesn't actually need to be there. But yeah, that's all good. So let's type in equipment, and then we can just start adding the random ones in here. So a welder, an underwater welder, no doubt we are going to need these. First aid kits, I'm actually going to go with lots of these because it's likely that we will actually get hit by the enemy pretty soon. So those are going to go in here. A defibrillator, that will be good for missions later on, so we'll chuck that in there. In fact, let's put it on the other side. And I'm going to add 2 more welders. It's likely that maybe we'll run out of welding, so that's all good. C4 is actually a very nice thing to have. Maybe if we board an enemy ship, we can actually put the C4 on their boat and then drive away and explode it. That would make a lot of sense. What else do we need? Possibly an actual gun. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a rifle. There we go. We're going to chuck the rifle right there. And the rifle ammunition is going to go right here. So 1, 2, 2 and 3. Alright, there we go. That is a wall of equipment. Awesome. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is lower the center of mass. I was going to say yellow block. That pink block right there is the center of mass. And as you guys can see, it's very close to the actual level of the deck. I want to go ahead and lower that down. So, oh wow. And I also want to paint these. There we go. I want to lower that down, so I'm going to go ahead and get some weight blocks, and we're just going to go ahead and line them up along the bottom, just like this, and it's going to lower down the center of mass, which is good. That is exactly what we need to happen. We're going to do it again right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and chuck this on. There we go. And I'm actually going to go ahead and send this one further forward as well to there. Okay, I think that's probably enough. Hopefully, she still floats all right, and that would be good. Alright, it is very wavy right now, but that's okay. Yeah, this actually looks like it's floating very well. I have added armor in here, which is something that we are going to have to wear quite a lot. I am going to grab some first aid kits, just in case we get attacked. And, well, we're going to go for it. So, let's go ahead and see. Oh, you know what? I actually should... Oh, my engine's struggling because of the RPS. My engine is struggling because of the RPS. Oh, interesting. Alright, we need it to be more than 7. But yeah, I actually think that one of the first things we need to do, because we don't have a mission, is maybe go attack an enemy vessel. And yes, we don't currently have a gun, but that could be okay. Alright, so increase the RPS to 14. I think that will be pretty good. And one of the other things we need to do is actually add some pumps. This thing is definitely going to need bilge pumps if we're going to war, which is exactly what we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and add some pumps around this thing. It would be nice to break this into multiple different rooms as well, but that's not what we're going to do right now. So, let's go ahead and attach this guy onto here. There we go, we'll have 3 of them, I guess, sure. And we'll actually have a few of them at the front as well, just in case the back gets hit. There we go, so 1 there and 1 here, which, you know, same on the other side. It would be nice to be able to go downstairs, but it doesn't overly matter right now. Alright, it seems like a terrible idea to do this mission the way that I'm about to do it, but we're gonna go for it. So we do make money from destroying enemy ships, just in case anyone was wondering. So yeah, that is how we're gonna do our first mission. We're gonna head in this direction, it's an enemy boat, and we're gonna see if we can destroy it. Yeah, I also need to put in an autopilot in this thing, that would be really, really useful. But for now, we're just gonna go off whatever we can figure out, I guess. Oh, and I am gonna grab this, and this, and this, and I might actually grab this as well. Yeah, there we go. So we got 2 first aid kits. Whoa! I feel like that bank was very banky, but we're good. We're good for now. So we're gonna head off in this direction, see if we can find the enemies, see if we can attach some C4 to their boat, and then see if we can just drive away or sail away. Oh, we're having some issues here. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why we're having these. Oh, it's because of this. Alright. Yeah, I just can't clutch in all the way, otherwise we will actually just die. Or we'll fly. Something bad's about to happen. Alright, we're good. This seems okay. Guys, I've put myself in some terrible waves. These are huge. Oh, boy. Okay, hopefully we don't tip over in these. We are getting bounced around literally all over the place. I'm going to slow myself down a little bit and hopefully not flip over, because if we flip over, I'm going to cry. But yeah, I'm going to have to try and sail back to our base. Oh, these waves are literally over my head. Like, they are so big. They're like mini tsunamis every single time. Holy balls. Okay, yeah, this ain't great. This is actually pretty bad. Oh, so there's my actual mission. A blue fishing boat requires servicing southeast of the Coast Guard outpost, beginner. So that is actually literally just here. They're so close to the base. That's crazy. Okay, there's the boat we need. This isn't the one we're exploding, just as a side note. I'm going to turn on my big old lights, and, well, I can just sit back here and we can see the boat. Alright, there it is. There she is. Alright, turn off our engine. I might have did I just I've capsized their boat. I don't actually currently have... I haven't quite capsized it. It's sort of on its side, though. I don't know what needs fixing on it. I can't even see. I can't see, and I've accidentally sort of tipped it all the way over, almost. What was I gonna say? I don't have any diving uniforms or anything like that, so... this is kind of annoying, but yeah. Alright, fix the winch. You guys probably can see this, but probably almost can't, I guess. So we'll repair this, and that's all good. $2,000. Alright, good. Yeah. What is that helicopter doing? Did you just see that? It just swooped in and almost crashed. It might still crash, looking at it. Yeah, no, it did just explode. I don't know what happened over there, but I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, this is what I wanted to do to the enemy ship. So, if I run over here, we do this. 1, 2, and 3. I get back on my boat. Here we go, jump on. There we go, and sail away. Obviously, I would leave the engine running if it was an actual enemy. Alright, there we go. Start the engine, go, go, go. And then if I do this, hold on. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. We've exploded the boat and it should sink. Alright, yeah, that would kill an enemy vessel. I'm happy with that. Sure. Okay, we are on a much nicer day now, and the enemy was sighted around this waypoint recently, which means they were literally just there somewhere. So I'm going to get in our boat, we're going to sail pretty quickly over there, and we're going to try the strat of putting C4 on their boat and driving away. How is that going to go? I don't know. Oh, I don't know which one I was following here. One of them is a helicopter, and one of them is a... what is it? A small-sized vessel. So the vessel is obviously the one we want, the helicopter is not. And all of the yellow circles are actually small things. I really don't want to run into any of these red ones just yet, because those are the big ones. And obviously orange is the ones in the middle. But, yeah, we gotta be on the lookout here for this small boat that hopefully we can destroy. I don't know whether I've actually gone past the boat, but, it seems that it's got closer... oh, it's the helicopter. I haven't seen the helicopter at all. I don't know where the boat is, and, well, I'm back in the horrible waves again. So I'm gonna head back to where the helicopter is, and maybe we can actually still shoot it down with just a rifle. Now it's just taking the mick. Look at this. Apparently it's, almost directly over my base, which is interesting, which is obviously just here. I don't see it. I haven't seen it, and yeah, I haven't seen it as it flew over me, I guess, or around me. I didn't see it at all. This is interesting. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on a second, is that it? Oh, it's so bouncy in here. That looks like it could be the enemy helicopter. I don't have an autocannon. I've just got this. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. It just fired a bunch of rockets at my base. There's nothing in my base for it to even shoot at. This is crazy. I might need to get an autocannon on this boat. I think that's how I'm gonna have to try and shoot these helicopters down. Because, honestly, I think a rifle's not gonna work. Alright, I've opened the door. Let's go, go, go. Did any of those hit? I think some of them did. I have to try and lead it. And that didn't really work. I don't think I've got enough ammo for this. Oh, I hit it again. Only a tiny bit, though. Yeah, we're hitting it, but it's really not gonna do very much. I do have 2 more rounds, 2 more mags, so... I mean, we could give it a go, but... I don't see this working. Unless... Oh! Oh, it saved itself. It did actually just save itself. That's really sad. I thought we were going to take it out there. Alright, we're zooming towards it. I have to make sure not to fall off. Uh-oh. He's got a side gunner. Oh, 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 oh! Its engine sounds like it's failing. I might have actually... Have I shot him down? I don't know if his engine's failing there or not. It sounds like it is. We might have got him. Oh, I need to slow down though. No, he's still flying normally. I'm gonna make my way home. Because I don't think I can spend the fuel on this. But it does sound like he's dying. Interesting. Alright, yeah, let's make our way home. Well, we made it home. Okay, I think it's time. We need a gun. We really do. So, let's get ourselves a pivot to begin with, obviously. This is going to allow us to, obviously, spin around with our cannon. I don't know whether we should have a cannon mounted, obviously, on the front, and then the camera for the cannon mounted inside, and we just use that as our aim? Or not? I don't know. Okay, well, we're just going to go ahead and do this for now. There we go. Shove those guys on there. Do this guy and this guy. We're then obviously going to need to aim up and down, and I think I actually want to do that directly on top of this. I know that's crazy. Oh, we can't actually afford that right now. Alright, actually undo everything then, because we can't afford to actually do that. Can we afford more ammo? No, I don't think so. Alright, I think we just gotta wait for another actual mission and get that done. And then maybe with that money we can maybe afford an actual autocannon. Oh! Oh! Enemy helicopter destroyed! It actually worked! We did shoot it down! It was struggling in the air, and I guess eventually they crashed. Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and do exactly what I just did again. And that'll be good. So, we've shoved that in there. We're going to shove weight blocks on that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, which is actually 4. Shove that guy in there. This guy in here. Get ourselves a pivot. Shove that directly on top of here. Like this, I think. Yeah, I think so. That's not gonna work, is it? Unless I build everything directly on top of that, that's not gonna work. So actually, delete that and try and build the turret on top. Oh, I don't know how I want this to work. So this is obviously our side to side aim, and then our up and down aim needs to go somewhere else. Okay, so let's just do this for now. Get ourselves a pivot from here. Chuck that on there. Like that. Get ourselves an autocannon from there, which is going to be... Well, I'm just going to go for a light autocannon. I think that's going to have to be it. There we go. And then I'm going to add the ammunition for said autocannon onto that. There we go. And that's it. So that's going to be like only a few rounds, but it should do decent damage. I'm going to whack this guy on here. I'm going to shove this guy into there. And then we just need the handle. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to run outside and actually use this from out here, but that's probably okay. Alright, good. So, that's fine. What I also want to do is add some railings really quickly. I'm going to shove these guys on here like this. I'm actually going to delete these ones. I'm going to shove those guys on there like that. And I'm going to shove some end pieces on the ends of these. So that's going to go there. This is going to go here. And that should hopefully stop me from falling off. If I exit the door. Maybe. Alright, let's check it out and see what happens. So there's our cannon mounted to the front. Can I even aim it? Okay, that is inverted. So I need to solve that. Yeah, left and right is inverted. Everything else is sort of fine. Alright, good. Okay, I should have fixed it, hopefully. So let's jump down here, grab the gun, and aim. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to be able to shoot things down now. I'm pretty sure anyway. This is good. Oh yeah, this is really good. So hopefully that works then. So that's just our gun. Is there a shield mounted to this? No, there isn't. Is there ammunition all around where I'm going to be standing? Well, yes. There's an ammo drum here. Ammo drum there, which might get shot straight away. ammo drum there, and an ammo drum here. They're literally all around me. So that could be bad. It could be, but hopefully not. We have a new mission. We actually have a new mission. So let's go ahead and jump down onto our boat, and let's go get going, and hopefully we can actually complete this. I've started with no fuel, I do believe. Let me go ahead and see if there's fuel. No fuel. Alright, let me go ahead and just fill these up then, and then we are ready to go. I'm also going to increase this to 17 instead, which I believe is what we were at before, and we are, well, we're flying. So that's interesting. It is what it is. Alright, turn it on, let's go, go, go. Throttle it up. Hopefully move out of here without exploding, that'd be great. Yeah, there we go. And now we just have to find our way to our mission, which is somewhere over here. Oh my, oh my. Okay. Yeah, maybe I need to tone it down a bit. Alright, well, we've made it over to the boat. It did take some doing, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully we will be able to attach on, and hopefully this is gonna be okay. It's on top of me. The boat is on top of me. Alright, it is what it is. Alright, let's run backwards. Let's grab ourselves a rope. Our gun is out of ammo anyway. We need to attach onto there. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Come on. It's so hard to get this attachment point because it's got an angled piece in front of it. My boat is getting away from us, so I need to swim real hard to get to it. Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swim this. The waves are so powerful out here. This is crazy. Alright, if I'm underwater, we are doing fine. However, I need breath. Alright, I might have to move my boat closer. Right, where is the bloody boat? There it is. Alright, reverse backwards. My gun is bouncing around in the water next to it. That's fine. I think if we just keep reversing backwards, right, we stop there. I have connected the rope. Oh, where's it gone? Alright, I've connected the rope to my boat. Just here somewhere. There it is. Alright, so we've grabbed that. I'm gonna run forwards as quickly as I can, and hopefully I can get onto that boat. Alright, you know what, I'm just gonna... Ooh, I don't want to get pulled in at my own propellers. That I can't see. Okay, we might be okay if we're on this side. If I can jump a few times. Nope. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is scary. I'm just getting pushed around all over the place by these waves. Just connect it on there. I can't do it! Somebody save me! The thing is, if I pull it by this corner at the back, it's just going to be a really bad pull. Like a really, really bad tow, but it's better than nothing. It is very much better than nothing. Swim, 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 swim. Okay, connect. I can't do it! Come on! Please! Alright, we're pretty much attached together at this point. Grab that one, there we go, run this way. And if I can, attach it straight onto there, please. I think I did it. I actually did it. Okay, very good. Whew. All right. Change to forwards. Let's go. Watch it pull me straight over now. Yeah, I probably don't stand a chance here. But here we go. We are strong enough to pull it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get ourselves some tugging going on. Yeah. All right, this is gonna... Why am I listing? Why am I listing so heavily sideways? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, this tow might take a while. This mission is taking me so long, and I think this boat doesn't weigh enough because, well, I get blown around by the wind, like, a lot. I almost tip over constantly, and that's not good. Also, side note, we are actually... There's an enemy here, and it is a large-sized vessel. So we gotta watch out. I'm gonna deliver this, and then I'm gonna make my way back home. Unless we want to fight it, but I don't think that's a good idea. Also, for how long this mission has taken me, I definitely will not be getting paid the right amount of money at all. Like, I'll get, like, nothing for this, I think, but let's see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Deliver it. No? 3, 2, 1. There we go. 2,900. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's pretty bad. I think I need to add a bit of a shield for me to stand on at the back as well, so that I don't just die from my propellers, because I'm trying to grab this rope to disconnect it, and it's just not going. There we go. Yeah, so I might actually add some, like, other shields on here as well to protect myself from enemy fire. That would be good too. In fact, that'd be great. But anyway, let's go ahead and make our way back home, real quick. Never mind, I changed my mind completely because, well... Okay, we're tipping over again. Yeah, I can't make my way back when my boat is constantly upside down. I might even get crashed up against the rocks here for a lot of damage, but I'm going to try and get out. And I'm going to try go to sleep. Oh, are you kidding me? Let me out. There we go. I'm going to try go to sleep on the island, and then maybe we can make our way back after that. Normally you can get up here, right? I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. There we go. Oh, my game's froze. That's a problem. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's put me all the way back here. Alright, we are giving up on this mission because of the way my boat drives, and it took me so long to deliver it down there. I should have saved straight away. But anyway, let's go ahead and return back to our base again and sort this out. We just keep flying away with the wind. It's terrible. Alright, so, I do think we should add some, like, I don't know, barriers or something that act like a little bit of armor for us. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and chuck on some random bits of armor, which are just these bits on the sides. It makes sense. It does. So, we'll chuck this bit on here as well. There we go. And actually, I will do a little bit back here too. So, we'll go with this one, just like this. And I guess I will actually put this piece back here. We got some areas where there obviously isn't walls, but I think that's okay. I'm pretty sure that's okay anyway. What I'm also going to do, because I can, is actually have some spare ammo mounted back here. We're going to go with the big ones, so let's go to auto cannon. We're going to go with the huge drum, and I'm going to just put it right here like this. There we go. These are going to be spare ammo because we might need it. So high explosive, there we go. Alright, I'm actually really happy with this boat. It's just, it has some problems with A, flying, and B, just rolling over. It rolls over a lot. Tell you what, I also want to put an autopilot in here, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Keypads, that is what we need. Let's go ahead and check the keypads right here for now. There we go. The on-off button is going to go just below it right here, although it is kind of useful to get to, but that's fine. And we're actually going to shove a dial right here on the floor, which is our distance. There we go. We're going to go ahead and set the max value to something like 25,000. We're unlikely to want to go further than that in this boat anyway, so that's fine. This is the autopilot, autopilto, coords, yeah. Okay, and then this is... Oh, I need this to be like a push button, actually. Hold on. Button! Yes! We need it to be a push button instead of a toggle button. There we go. Alright, so this goes down to here. X GPS, Y GPS, heading. So we need a compass. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford all of this, but a compass sensor is going to go right here. And we're going to point it forwards. That's good. Connect the compass reading to the heading. We're then going to need a GPS, so let's go ahead and get one of those, and I'm going to put it up here, like this, there we go, and we're going to connect the Y down to the Y, the X obviously to the X, there we go. What else do we need? A from the keypad, that's that one, and I presume B from the keypad, wherever that is. There we go. Steering is A and D, so we'll go ahead and do that. Distance goes into there. Bearing doesn't really matter. Adjusted steering goes into this and this. And I believe that's everything we need to know. Or to do. Yeah. Alright, cool. There is more though, because we need to actually give that some electricity and this some electricity. I think that's it. I think we are good to go now. Oh, we also need to give these guys electricity too, obviously. There we go. Alright, very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm going to bed. We are going to go straight to bed because, well, I want to wake up in the morning with less wind than this. This is very windy. And I want to go do a mission. I think it'd be really cool to do an actual mission. If we can't do a mission, it would be nice to try and take out an enemy vessel or maybe another enemy helicopter or something like that. There is actually a small-sized vessel over there that maybe we could go for. Let's go to sleep and we'll figure it out tomorrow. Apparently there is a picnic boat in distress over here somewhere. There you go. So picnic boat in distress is requesting assistance. So it's somewhere over here. I did kind of want to head in this direction, but actually we could maybe head this way and try and get this guy. That might be fun. It is still windy, as you guys can see, but we'll give it a go. Hopefully the extra weight in the boat actually helps. Okay, here we go. We are getting out of here. Obviously, we can still take off, so we need to throttle down a little bit, but that's okay. Let's just head straight for the center of this. So if I plumb this into here, bosh, I do this, and we throttle up a little bit. Presumably, we're going to go the right way. Distance, 4 kilometers. And we're going to set it to that. Alright, we're good. Engine RPS is a little bit high. So I'm going to drop the throttle down a little bit. Keep throttling it down. Alright. Alright, what speed are we going? 10. That's okay, because we can obviously go a lot faster than this if we need to, but this should work for now. Oh, I didn't actually see that, but they have actually popped a flare. Look at that. Alright, how many dudes do we have to rescue from this, does it say? It doesn't actually say just yet, but we do have to repair their boat. So, let's go ahead and drop my rifle, because we've got another one right there if we need it. I've got my welder, and I'm ready to weld. Alright, let's turn this off as well, because we don't need it on right now. And that'll be fine. Are there any enemy vessels nearby? It doesn't say so at the minute, but one might pop up. We'll see. Okay, it's not really nearby, it's actually on the other side of the island. It would be nice to go try and fight it, though. I think that'd be kind of cool. Also, this one could be on the land. It could also be in this little bit. Whoa! I've never actually sailed into this before. That could be interesting. Alright, rescue 3 casualties in the ocean to a hospital. Very good. Yes. That actually will give me a bunch of money. That's good. Also, if I repair this vehicle, or this boat, that'll be good too. So, open this up. I don't have any seats. I do this every single time. I forget seats. How would I do that? How do you forget a seat? Anyway, I need to repair this somewhere, I think. Do I? Hold on, let's go back. Let's see if I need to repair it. No, just rescue 3 casualties. Alright. Well, I see where they are. There's one here. There's one here. And there's one there. Let's grab all of these and get out of here. Whoa, we got here just in time. Their boat is sinking. Look at that. I don't think I've really seen that happen very often in this type of game. I don't think I've seen that very often at all. Also, the AI sucks, doesn't it? It doesn't follow you whatsoever. Like, it's so annoying. Constantly having to swim backwards to go grab the dude that you already grabbed. Come on. Get on my boat. Let's go. Also, the no seats thing is going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? It is. Right, follow me, follow me. If we all just get inside, we'll be okay. Alright, maybe don't open up all the doors. That'd be good. Alright, there we go. Put you inside. You follow me inside. Close that. Alright. Everybody, we are good to go. Let's get out of here. Nice. It does look like I'm getting a little bit pincered here. So one of them's coming around this side. This one is moving around down here. He might come up. I don't really know. On this side, there is a large vessel that might also come this way. I do believe he is moving this way, so we gotta watch out a little bit. With that being said, I actually wouldn't mind going and trying to fight him. I think that could be fun. You know, I haven't looked for any crates, really, and I do think there's one on the beach, so that's pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and put ourselves... In fact, we're just going to sit here. I'm going to turn off the engine here, and that'll be fine. Let's open up the door. Let's get everybody out of here. At least move them to the back deck, so that we can get them all out. Come on. There we go. And then we'll sort it out from there. So grab this guy as well. They're both following me. This guy can follow me. I'm going to need to first aid kit them all, but that's alright. Come on. Come on. Alright, they're all ready to go. Jump! Oh, they're doing it! They are doing it! Alright, there are going to be flashing lights because they do activate strobe lights in the water. But as soon as we're out of the water, no more flashing lights. Come on! We pretty much got out of the water there, but the waves are quite big. Alright, we're out of the water, let's go. I can't see anything. Okay, so, is there a crate here? I think I seen one. Yes, there is! It's over there. This is going to be our first crate of the series. How much money are we gonna get? Please, 10,000. 6? Ah, come on, man. Alright, that's fine. Also, getting these guys off the beach with these rocks is gonna be a bit frustrating, I think. Yep, they're in a hole. They are in a hole. Come with me. Come on. Right, I'm actually just gonna bring them up here one by one, so you guys might not really see anything for a little while. In fact, I'll get back to you guys once we're at the hospital. Actually, I want to ask you guys a question. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite game is. I think it'll be kind of interesting to see what you guys say. I've been playing a lot of Arena Breakout Infinite recently. It's been really fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys have been playing. Anyway, let's heal these guys up so we get the max amount of money, and in we go! Money, 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 money! Yes! It's always good to check the rest of the rooms. There's 10 grand right there. It was just sitting in the room. Alright, make it daytime. Check where the enemy vessels are. That one is still there. This one seems to be going left, so we're quite good there, actually. What is this saying? Rescue 3 casualties in the ocean to hospital. I did! But the mission is still there, therefore there's more to that mission than it says. Interesting. Well, it's not that far away, so I think we're gonna head out towards this large-sized vessel and... well, we're gonna go see what it looks like. We might not actually fight it today, but we'll see. Okay, we're on it. So, we need to... oh yeah, it's coming this way. It is coming this way. Alright, set it as a destination, and let's head over there. Come on! Oh, never mind, my engine's struggling, one sec. There we go, now, come on! Yes! Alright, this is gonna be interesting. I just want to spot it. Like, the main thing is I want to be able to see it. I might have to build some sort of crow's nest on this vehicle so that I can get higher. Because currently we are not very high in the waves, are we? It's not the greatest. But let's head out and see what we can find. Okay, it's an actual warship. Yeah, I mean, I sort of expected it to be a full-on warship. I just... also, oh my god, okay, it's quite an accurate warship too, it turns out. It's quite an accurate warship. It's still firing it. Whoa, my goodness, if I didn't fly there, it might have hit me. Okay, oh my goodness, it's fired a missile. It has fired a missile. And cut! Yes, come back next time to see what happens when we start fighting the enemy ship. If we actually fight it, maybe we'll just run away. If it fires missiles, that's pretty scary. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.